Don't assume your dreams are just fantasy. If you can imagine a world, believe in it, and dive in. Oh, what's going on, guys? Axel's Apprentice here, and I'm bringing you a discussion slash analysis slash honestly, whatever you want to call this type of video today for Kingdom Hearts 3, obviously, because what else are we going to do on this channel? The Orchestra trailer and the D23 trailer. So, right off the bat, we're just going to jump into it here. Right off the bat, the Orchestra trailer starts off by us flying through the sky, all inevitably making the game look beautiful, giving us a nice clean touch on things, giving us a nice little update from when we last saw the game. Nice big look at the Hercules world with new Heartless, new enemies all around, seeing all kinds of new combos and everything. And this is where we get the confirmation of, yes, 4 party members. Yes, 4 party members. Think about that for a second. There is no more subbing party members. There is no more subbing party members at all. I mean, I'm sure if there's 5, then you'll have to sub. I'm sure. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, the Hercules world, most inevitably probably called Mount Olympus. Looks great. Really does. Looks polished. Looks very, very nice. We get a closer look at the counter shield here, which looks pretty decent. I will say, definitely seems more offensive than defensive, but also seems like a more defensive strategy in terms of using the typical guard as well. And I do see upon closer look, there is some sort of lightning symbol from Zeus himself. That signifies that, yes, this may in fact be a Mount Olympus exclusive. Which begs the question, are there exclusive forms, Keyblade transformations per certain world? Well, I think so. I think so greatly, actually, and there's more on that argument with the D23 trailer. But I still want to polish up on this one. We see the Rock Titan again. This time a little bit more in depth, and we see more of the climb up to him. And we do see that, well, first of all, one of my first realizes is, don't ask me why this is my first realize, but we realized that Hercules is actually not with us anymore. Which could signify the question, could he be a sub-boss where we haven't met up with Hercules yet? Could Hercules just be off doing something else? We really don't know. Is there possible world revisits? Is this the final boss for the first visit, and then when we come back, is Hades the actual final boss? We don't know. There's no actual way of telling, unfortunately. However, those are the biggest points from the D23 trailer I got. I mean, I'm sorry. Words, they hurt. The Orchestra trailer I've gotten. But moving on, there's also, we see Xemnas and Ansem once again. Our old pals, our old buddies, our old friends, questioning Sora in front of Twilight Town's mansion. Now, there's a lot of takeaways from this scene, but the biggest one is Sora, you have to succumb to the darkness to get Roxas. Part of me thinks that this is Xemnas confusing Roxas with Ven, but the other part of me is like, well, Sora actually wants Roxas. Which, either way, I can kind of understand why he would want either one of them. But I don't know if it makes the most sense to bring out Roxas. Especially if Sora has to succumb to the darkness to do so. However, that's probably the plot of the story. And that's probably a main point of the story, actually. Thinking about it. Okay, I take that back. Anyway, that is the last scene in the trailer, but before we move on, I actually want to touch upon the scene with I'm sorry, not Sora. Hades, Maleficent, and Pete. So we do see that Pete and Maleficent do come back, and we do see them confronting Hades, which does show that Hades is, yes, a part of this world, of the Mount Olympus. Looking for a distinctive black box, which we all know what's inside, not inside, but we all know what the black box is from. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. You will fall asleep. I did. Anyway, Hades, Maleficent, and Pete talk to each other. They greet each other, they say what's up, and by that I mean they hate each other. Looking for the black box. Nothing really too special there, just Hades being a dick, and Maleficent also being a dick. Anyway, moving on. D23 trailer. This trailer actually looks really good. Looks really well done, looks really played out, looks really good. We get started by, of course, being greeted by, once again, more of the Hercules world, which looks even better than the first trailer that we saw somehow. It doesn't make much sense, but whatever. That's not on me. That's on Square Enix. Thank you, Square. It looks really good. A lot more areas, and this just shows more and more how big these worlds are going to be this time around. So the fact that our good old friend Mr. I can't say his name. Anyway, thanks to our dear old friend. That's who he is for now on, for the rest of this video. Dear old friend. Thanks to our dear old friend, he has confirmed that yes, there will not be as many worlds, Disney worlds, as there was in Kingdom Hearts 2, in Kingdom Hearts 3. However, that does not concern me in the least bit, because if you look at these trailers, look at how big these worlds actually are this time around. There is gonna be an exploration aspect like no tomorrow, and it's gonna be insane, and I can't wait. My icky little sandboxy heart is gonna pop out of my chest, and it's gonna be gleaming with light exploring these worlds and trying to 100% this game. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I'm gonna have no life. Moving on, we are introduced. Oh, stop! Not moving on yet. I am gonna point out that it was kind of annoying during the Hercules portion that they were showing off this quote the whole time, but I understand. Don't assume your dreams are fantasy. If you could imagine a world, believe it and dive in. Which was hinting at the question. Drum roll, please. Dun, 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 dun. That's not a drum roll. Anyway, Toy Story. Finally, Square has done it. They have found a way to work with Pixar, and the first world we get is Toy Story. Let's be honest, guys. A little cliche, I know. Toy Story is by far definitely a cliche world to pick for Pixar, because everyone knew that if they got to work with Pixar, we all knew Toy Story was coming. It is not confirmed that it is the only world. However, it is more than likely that it is the only Pixar world. That being because, like I said, not as many Disney worlds this time around, and I can see Square only wanting one Pixar if that's the case. I understand, I get it, but it was cliche, and we all have to admit that. The sooner we admit that, the better. I'm not shitting on it. I'm actually really happy about it. I'm really thrilled to see Toy Story. And right off the bat, we're started right under Andy's bed. I knew immediately from right there. And if it wasn't Sora, Goofy, and Donald's creepy-ass giveaway as toys, then we all know that it was easily Toy Story. That's not all, though. They talk about the New World Order and then some Heartless appear, which they spring into more combat, which we see more of that fluid combat that I fell in love with back in Point 2, Birth by Sleep with Aqua. Beautiful, beautiful, looks amazing. This game looks so well done. This game looks great since being unveiled way back when. This game looks like it's strong, looks like it's ready to be on the market now anytime soon. Yeah, anyway, we get introduced to the characters here. Toy Story, we get introduced to Buzz, Woody, Little Piggy, toy soldiers who are way too damn good at their job. And as soon as they have that little talk about protecting the world, finding their friends, yada yada yada, of course this brought up a guy in a black coat, and of course Sora automatically jumps to the conclusion, just like he did in 2, that it's the organization. And of course we all think it's the organization, so we chase down the Galaxy Toys, where the soldiers who are too damn good at their job said the guy in the black coat was. And what do you know? It was Xehanort organization. Oh, shocker. Shocker. I am so surprised. But before we get to that, remember how I said back discussing the orchestra trailer for the Hercules world? You know how I said Hercules was like, yeah, man, I'm a 4th party member, and you don't have to sub me out. And we were like, yeah, totally, dude, but if there was 5, then we would probably have to sub. Yeah. You can have up to 5 party members, no subbing. Isn't that neat? There was always the speculation, Buzz or Woody, if they did a Toy Story world. Buzz or Woody. The answer is both of them, because we can. Why not? But that also begs the question, I think the Toy Story world is going to be huge. I think it might even end up being one of the biggest worlds in the game. Not only that, I think it might also be one of the most difficult ones, and probably, honestly, one, that's a little higher up in the chain of worlds you go to. Like, I'm saying probably mid to, like, my guess is either third or 2nd world away from, like, the last 2 worlds of the game. I honestly think Toy Story is going to appear that late in the game, just because it's been so anticipated for so long. It just looks big. And just because you see Xehanort there, I honestly think that it's going to be a while before we get to meet good old Woody and Buzz for an old brew. No, just kidding. But anyway, again, I digress. Anyway, on our way to good old Galaxy Toys, we stumble across what appears to be another Keyblade form, as Sora, Donald, Goofy, Woody, and Buzz, holy crap, are fighting outside of Andy's house. Heartless. Large bodies. Welcome back. Anyway. We see him smacking him around a little bit, but we have the Keyblade form that turns into a hammer. Yeah. So again, look at the way this thing forms. Look at how it's completely and utterly a toy, without a doubt. And then try and tell me that these forms are not world exclusive. Maybe the forms get introduced in each world, and then, like, when they do, you get to keep them throughout the game? Type of thing? I don't know. It might work the same as summons. It might work the same as forms. We don't really know. We do know that we do have forms already, though. The wisdom form and all that. That all looked really well thought out, too. But it's just there's no real way of knowing exactly which direction they're going with this stuff. But like I said, it's definitely at the very least introduced in the worlds, because they relate to the world so much. They really do. Okay, and we're moving on to Galaxy Toys. Now, when we get to Galaxy Toys, we realize there's some Heartless all over the goddamn place. Some Heartless, some weird mech things, which I don't exactly know what they are, but some say they're unversed. I hope to God not, because I hate unversed, but that's just me. Anyway, did you guys know that in between Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and Kingdom Hearts 3, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because right after Dream Drop Distance is when Kingdom Hearts 3 starts, but I'm going to say this anyway because I think it's true, Sora learned how to drive mechs. I mean, look at this. It's insane. He's driving mechs and he's shooting the other mechs. Oh, he's done with this one, so he's gonna switch to the next one. Oh, look at that. Oh, getting sick of this one too. We're gonna switch to the next one. Oh, stop. Don't do that. Sora, cut it out. You're being a dick. No. I don't buy it. Sora, what the hell have you been up to? Anyway. Yeah, you could drive mechs, blow shit up with them. Pretty interesting. Which begs the question, is this another world exclusive thing or not? We don't really know. There's no way of telling once again. Once again, there's no exact way of telling. Only time will tell. Because this game looks so good. It is coming out in 20... Oh. Alright. Anyway, we are ending the trailer with Sora's sick-ass new Keyblade, which isn't really that sick. It's just a cactus with a hat on it. But it looks cool. His new Toy Story Keyblade in front of Xemnas. And Xemnas is questioning him. Well, not questioning him. Xemnas is saying a lot of shit about how getting darkness from the world is inevitable and how... Why am I saying Xemnas? Because they're the same. Anyway, Xehanort. Young Xehanort. Good job, Woody. You were right. 5 points. Anyway, young Xehanort. Sora. Listen to me. I have to get the darkness. I have to. I have to do it. I have to. Yeah, Xehanort is like, yeah, man, I have to get the darkness for my plans to achieve, and I have to go to the worlds to do that, because we lost it, so now we gotta make up for it. And Sora's like, no, stop, why? Why do you have to do this? Why? And Xehanort explains it again, basically. So, in all seriousness, these trailers look amazing. From the games to the core gameplay to how the story is developing, it all looks really good. I cannot wait till 2018 when this game comes. Wait, hold on. The trailer looks this good and it's coming out in 2018? Anyway, guys, that is my thoughts, analysis, discussion, whatever you want to call this video. That is what I think of Kingdom Hearts 3. The recent stuff, everything. The core core gameplay, the story, the allies, the friends. You've got a friend in me. The worlds. Everything about this game looks amazing so far. The Keyblade transformations, the form transformations, the enemies. I honestly cannot wait till 2018 when they finally release this game. It is going to be epic. It is going to be amazing. Please stay tuned on the channel for more coverage of Kingdom Hearts 3. Until next time, guys, I am Axel's Apprentice. I am signing out. And if you have that memorized, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Guys, it has been real. But until next time, I will see you right here on Axel's Apprentice's channel. Signing out.